Debonair Gamer here, and in this video I wanted to talk more about this whole gamer fashion sucks thing that I was ranting about in my last video, because I know I should have more concretely defined what gamer fashion really is. Now I know there's a ton of people out there that are still saying things like gamer fashion isn't a real thing, gamer fashion is an oxymoron, gamers don't have any style, blah blah blah, all the same crap that they've been saying and stereotyping about for decades. Well, I'm gonna prove to those people what the heck gamer fashion really is, and I'm gonna talk more about why gamer fashion sucks for us gamers. So to define gamer fashion, you sort of have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture about what styles and fashion really are in general. Well, what the hell is a style anyway, you may or may not ask? Well, my take on it is that someone's style is their tendency to wear certain types of clothes that help them express themselves and their interests. And these clothes also check the box for the desired aesthetics of the person, the comfort level that they want. They also fall within the range of any budgetary restrictions, and the clothes also have to conform to some level of appropriateness, either visually or from a utility standpoint. And that could be in regards to any activities that the person may be undertaking while wearing the clothes, or even just the person's day-to-day life where they would be wearing the clothes on a more casual basis. So for example, someone's style may exclude basketball shorts if they tend to snowboard a lot. That's just an example. So anyway, that's a super long list of words that kind of define what style is, but that's just words. I think giving you a couple of examples will really help me illustrate what the heck I mean. So let's say, for example, we're talking about hip-hop fashion. Well, the style of someone who's heavily entrenched in the hip-hop world might include things like really high sneakers, streetwear outfits with jeans and/or joggers, oversized sweatshirts, oversized t-shirts, pieces of clothing with vibrant colors and patterns. Perhaps the outfits tend to have a lot of layers with things like t-shirts, sweatshirts, and then outer layers like bomber jackets or puffy jackets, things like that. Someone who's really into hip-hop fashion could also be wearing a lot of accessories like watches or necklaces that match the clothes and or the patterns of their other pieces of clothing that they have on. And if the person is able to afford it, there might also be a lot of designer brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Givenchy. Essentially, someone who's into hip-hop fashion is trying to represent the clothing choices made by some of their favorite hip-hop artists and then tweaking it to match their own specific needs. Of course, the clothes that they have on are going to be affected by things like their budget, the way that they like their clothes to fit, types of environments that they plan on wearing the clothes in, but overall, someone that's into hip-hop fashion is going to visually remind you of someone that is heavily entrenched in the hip-hop music scene. Another example I have is hiker fashion. With hiker fashion, we are talking about the clothes of someone who spends a lot of time outdoors, hiking, walking on trails, doing a lot of outdoor activities. So you want to think about the clothes that fit the needs of someone who spends a lot of time outdoors. So we're thinking things like rugged and durable boots, a lot of weather-resistant materials like nylon and polyester. You also see a lot of warm layers like flannel shirts and light jackets. These outfits tend to have a lot of earth tones and a lot of bright colors in them to make sure that the person really sticks out visually while they're out there on the trail. Also, you could see things like 3M reflective fabrics on a lot of pieces of clothing. Essentially, if you're rocking a hiker fashion outfit, you look like someone who's ready to go hit the trail at a moment's notice. So when we talk about gamer fashion, we're talking about a style of clothes that's very appealing to someone that spends a lot of time entrenched in the gaming world. So we're talking things like shirts with gaming references on them. We're talking about comfortable leisure wear like sweatpants and basketball shorts, because let's face it, a lot of gamers are spending a large amount of time sitting at home in front of their PCs or on a couch in front of their favorite gaming consoles, entrenched in the games that they love. We can even extend that same idea to professional esports gamers who oftentimes are wearing team branded tracksuits, sweatpants, t-shirts, things of that nature. Then you have accessories like hats, bags, jewelry that all reflect the different gaming characters and series that a person may be into. A lot of the individual pieces of clothing may be relatively inexpensive because gaming can be an expensive hobby. You have to think about things like buying new games, new controllers, new consoles, new parts for your gaming rig. For example, why would someone think to spend $200 on a new pair of wingtips for work when they know that Devil May Cry is about to come out next month and they gotta drop 60 bucks for that? And so when you think about getting clothes for work, that same line of thinking comes into play. Why would someone spend a lot of money on an expensive dress shirt when they can just go to Macy's and just pick up a $30 or $25 dress shirt that hits the dress code of the office and allows them to spend their extra money on a new game or a new controller or a new gaming mouse? And so that's what I mean by gamer fashion. Of course, as with every other style, there is definitely a generalization at play, and not every person falls into that description of whatever style you're talking about. Having said that, I feel confident when I say, because I have experienced this firsthand and I've seen many people with this exact same mindset. Someone that's a gamer oftentimes is mainly focused on being comfortable and not spending a ton of money on their clothing, because gaming can become a very expensive habit. In addition to being a very expensive habit monetarily, gaming can also be a very expensive habit in regards to how much time you're spending on it. And so that means any extra time that someone that's a heavy gamer may have, if they're putting some time and effort into the outfits that they're putting on, it probably is being spent trying to find ways to project the games and the characters that they love. That's why you see a lot of one-off pieces of clothing like gaming t-shirts, gaming hats, gaming accessories like socks. There probably hasn't been a lot of time and effort spent thinking about things such as layering their clothes, getting higher quality materials for their clothes, choosing complementary colors for the outfits, because someone who's spending 3 or 4 hours gaming every night is not going to be spending time looking up information about men's normcore styling tips or researching things like men's crew neck sweater brands. And so that is a huge chunk of the issue that I have with quote unquote gamer fashion. It's simply not visually appealing or widely acceptable to today's society from a traditional men's fashion perspective. In addition to a stigma that still exists targeting a group of people that spend a lot of their free time playing video games, I think that a marked lack of effort developing a style of clothes that is defined by gamer fashion results in outfits that are just really ill received by people in today's society. And oftentimes, these kinds of outfits reflect very poorly on the person inside of the clothes. Even if the person is extremely smart, funny, caring, respectful, and just overall a great person, the choice of clothes that the person wears causes many people to look down upon them and talk about them in a negative light. I mean, just take a look at these comments that I received on Reddit when I brought up the idea of gamer fashion. And the crappy reality is that embracing that gamer fashion way of dressing yourself just feeds into the negative stereotypes that are aimed at people who love video games. And of course, the negative stereotypes just add more fuel to the fire, driving the stigma against gamers in American society. And I think it's safe to say that nobody wants to be branded with these stereotypes. And so that's a deeper look at what gamer fashion really is and why gamer fashion sucks. Anyway, y'all, I'm done ranting for now. Please let me know in the comment section below what you really think about gamer fashion, what gamer fashion is, where it should go. Let me know in the comment section below what you really think. Please hit that thumbs up button if you like this video or if you resonated with it at all. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to make sure that you stay notified when I upload any brand new content. I normally post videos about men's style and fashion, so I would be very sad if you missed any new videos that I uploaded. Anyway, y'all, this is Anthony. Thanks for watching Debonair Gamer. I'll catch you in the next video. So until then, good game.